Hello, this is Paul Bo Brookins, and welcome back to Let's Play King's Quest VI. We are going to win the game in a more complete manner as soon as I click the right thing. We're going to go to the Isle of the Mists. Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation. So if you... Oh! Great gods, did you see that? That man disappeared from nowhere. Perhaps he was sent here by the spirits. I see no boat. He's an intruder, no matter how he got here. Grab him. It's a William Shatner of druids. Not again. Look, I'll leave. It's no problem. I think not. Let's go. Pull out my magic map and leave. If you came here from the short ending, then you've already seen the game beaten if you just went ahead and skipped the short ending. I don't blame you, but this is going to be fun. These druids just meet you on the beach if you come back after the first time you're here. Alexander is frozen at the spectacle. Robed figures are gathered around a bonfire. Some mystical ceremony is taking place, but as to its purpose, Alexander has no clue. Except, we were here once, and we got burned. We found a trespasser on the beach, Archdruid. Oh, Archdruid, now what has Alexander wandered into? Yeah, we've already talked about this. This is a rain festival. Yeah, must rescue. Yeah, the first time we came here, we actually did this and died. Rising up over the bonfire here. And the cage is swung over the bonfire. Alexander starts to feel a little warm. Yeah, uncomfortably hot. It's a fire under there. It's really hot. Fire in the cage! Oh no! Put out the fire with Beauty's clothes so you can't do the other ending anymore. Alexander pulls out Beauty's old slave clothes, desperate to beat out the flames. The flame is extinguished, but the clothes themselves burn to cinders. Alexander won't be able to keep the cage from igniting for long. Oh. Hear that bubbling? The heat and movement must have jarred something. Something that Alexander's carrying is starting to jiggle around. Ugh, that's uncomfortable. Egad, something's really percolating. The water in Alexander's lamp is hot. It's just about boiling. Now, if you remember, with that spell, you needed to heat it to boiling to be able to activate it. Alexander feels a drop. It starts to rain. You would think that if the water was boiling, then Alexander would probably be dead. You know, if Alexander was 260 degrees, what? I forget what boiling, 100 degrees Celsius. Then he wouldn't last very long. That man is a powerful nature wizard. By the sacred oak, let him down. Later, after a short but furious thunderstorm that we failed to animate, I must apologize for our rude welcoming committee. We've been feeling inhospitable ever since the winged one stole our sacred miniature oak tree. Besides, Vizier Al-Hazred sent a message that we were to watch out for highly dangerous foreign assassins. I assume you are the one he meant? I'm sure I'm precisely who he meant. I assure you I mean to harm no one, unless that person threatens the princess. I'm sorry to have disrupted your ceremony, but I'm running out of time. I wish you wouldn't have tried to kill me. What is it that you seek? The oracle on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain told me I should speak to you about the realm of the dead. She told me of 2 souls in unrest there that I might be able to free. Free souls in the realm of the dead? Oh, you're mad! The souls might be able to help me on my mission to save the princess. It's imperative that I do everything that I can, and not just wear those clothes, especially since they burned up. The risks are not important. No, and yet getting yourself killed will hardly help the princess. Oh, but I will tell you what I know. Legend has it that it is the right of any human to challenge the Lord of the Dead in order to save his own life or the life of another already past. But the knowledge of how to do so was lost centuries ago. I have only heard of one who tried it, a young knight who came to the land of the Green Isles from a distant land long ago. According to the story, he was determined to challenge the Lord of the Dead for the soul of his dead lover. It is said that he tamed the Lord of the Dead's horse, a black-winged, demon-hearted beast named Nightmare. Nightmare sometimes flies to the human world to feed on certain noxious plants. Those unfortunate enough to see her are glad to escape with their very souls intact. Somehow, the knight captured Nightmare and rode off on her back, supposedly to the realm of the dead, but neither the knight nor his lover ever returned. If there was a means for challenge, it was lost with the knight. I see. Can you tell me anything about the Lord of the Dead? Ah, that is a blacker matter still. To the druids he is Samhain, Lord of Coldness and Despair. Samhain was once a man like you or I, but he insulted the gods and was sentenced to rule the underworld. Immortal he is, and mateless, robbed of sleep, robbed of movement, robbed of companionship. It is said that he hates all mortals, even more for the mortality that he lost. That is all I know. Interesting. I shall remember. Now, look how the oak embers of our bonfire still glow hot, despite the rain. If you're bent on your course, you need courage that's just as impervious to the chill. May your luck last longer than your storm, brave one. May it indeed. Thank you, Archdruid. Bye, guys. So, I'll come back around 8. We'll bring some beer. We'll hang out. Okay, see ya. Alright, so, yeah, we learned what we needed to learn in order to go on the path to going to the land of the dead. So, now we need to get embers. If you notice that he said there are oak embers here. He scoops up some red-hot embers in the ancient human skull. Yeah, look how cool that looks. Okay, so that's all we need here. We got our embers, we got our knowledge. If you remember, we have a spell called Charming the Creature of the Night spell. No, wrong book. Not the magic paint spell. Not the make rain spell. We already did that one. Charming a creature of the night spell. 1 skull full of hot oak embers, which we just got. A bit of sulfur, brimstone. Now, if you remember one of the items that we got recently, we already have that. We also need a strand of pure-hearted maiden's hair. And if we didn't get the one from the ribbon from Casima, if we decide not to try to send her anything, then you can actually find a hair on Beauty's clothes before they get burned up. So it's not unwinnable if you don't get the ribbon from Casima. So we got to add the hair and the brimstone to the skull of embers, and in the presence of the creature, speak the incantation over the skull. So let's go if you remember him saying that the creature comes to the land of the living to feed on noxious plants, then you might have an idea of where we need to be. That is the island of the Sacred Mountain. Walking up, and like I said in the video where we actually solved these cliffs, that wonderful exciting video, you only have to walk up a couple steps, and once you do it the first time, then it just like auto completes the rest of the climb, thankfully. Alright, Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb. So they open up the catacombs, and you can actually go in here and explore. It's pretty exciting. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and put the hair in the skull. Alexander puts a strand of hair into the skull. And we're going to put the egg, which will be our sulfur, since it's a spoiled egg, into the... Alexander cracks the spoiled egg and dumps it into the skull containing the embers and the strand of hair. The spoiled egg hisses as it makes contact with the hot embers. I'm not saying that word anymore. I don't care how many times it pops up again. Oh my goodness, the steam. Phew, the smell of sulfur. Okay, so now we need to use the spellbook on the skull. Yeah, this one. Alexander browses the details of the spell that claims to be able to charm a creature of the night. So now we're going to cast it. Alexander solemnly speaks the incantation over the skull. Creature of the night, to me succumb. Fire and brimstone leave thee numb. Purity bind thee like a chain to do whate'er I now ordain. Yeah, that's right. That's how I did that. Look, did you see it's like a little finger enticing him? Nightmare flares her nostrils at the scent of the fire and brimstone. That's it. Come on. I need passage to your homeland, fiery one. He doesn't look very fiery. He's just black. Unable to resist the power of the enchanted smell, Nightmare approaches Alexander. Her eyes appear glassy and sightless. In her hypnotized state, she is unaware of the human so close to her flank, or of anything at all except that marvelous smell. Now ride! And I'm going to go ahead and end the video here, and we're going to see a really cool animation sequence, and we're going to go ahead and enter the realm of the dead in the next video. So make sure to tune in till next time. In the meantime, go ahead and like the video and subscribe if you like what I'm doing, and comment if you have anything to tell me. But until next time, I'm Paul Bo Brookins, and we'll see you then.